Hello, this is Jeffrey T. Fertiller. We thank you for joining us on our YouTube channel, Service Management Leadership. We hope that you will look around at some of the other videos and leave comments, feedbacks for those videos. Today's topic has to do with when you are interviewing for a position. And even if you're on the other side of the table and you're interviewing someone else, on what to look for. So number one, the first thing to look for is stories. People are engaged in stories. If you are able to tell a story that's meaningful, accurate, integrity's big, and you can show how it relates to this role, you will be far ahead. Now, how should you structure your stories? This is what I want to talk about in this video. So you should have, I'm going to say 5 to 10 stories for your interview. And here's the structure. Take a sheet of paper, draw lines, rows, and columns all across it. So you have 5 columns and 10 stories, so 10 rows. Okay? Here's what I want. And I want you to write across the top, S in front of the first column, O, or the second column, S, O, the third column, A, the fourth column, R, the fifth column, with the thought that the first column is the story, the description of the story, the high level. So let me repeat that because it wasn't real clear. In the first column, just put description. Second one, S, O in the third, A in the fourth, R in the fifth. And you'll see the acronym SOAR, S-O-A-R. And so here's what you do. And this is very simple, but it will help immensely organizing your stories. The S stands for situation. What was the situation you were in? So let's say you were being asked, have you ever led groups of people above 10, and how did you handle political strife within your group? That's a common question, right? So you list that on the left on the description, and a little bit more detail on the S, on the S. And then on the O, you list the obstacles. The obstacles may be, I have 3 people, they can't get along with each other, they're very disruptive to my group, and it's making me look bad to those outside. A is the actions I took. So we have the situation, the obstacle, the actions I took, and the results. Now, needless to say, there's 2 things that should never be in any of your stories. Things that are non-truthful and things that don't put you in a good light. The 2 things that should be in every story is a way to measure your success. Think about if you led this group and it was tailing down, it's a plane, it's about to crash. And you took these 4 steps and you say, this situation, this is where the obstacles, these are the actions I took these 4 steps, and here's what the results were. And then I turned it around and now it's soaring. Think about that story. Isn't that an awesome story? So number 1 is you want metrics. And number 2 is you want the ability to tell that story that meets and describes a pain that's going on in their job description. Look at the job description. Look at what they're trying to solve. Make your stories truthful and accurate, but reflect situations on those job descriptions, and you will be successful. You will be successful in communicating, successful in helping people understand what's going on in your environment and what experience you brought to the table. These type of stories will communicate so much more than tell me a little bit about yourself. Tell me this. And so whether you're interviewing or being interviewed, steer everything towards these stories and just go from your playlist of those 10 stories. You're asked a question, pick the one that's most relevant and go from there. It's really that simple. This is Jeffrey T. Fertiller. Thank you for joining me on this video. Please like or share the video. Subscribe to our channel. Leave us feedback, comments below, or an email. We do appreciate it. Have a great day. Bye.